Oh man, I am tired. Oh my lord. I've been napping all day. There we are. Fears, audience, fears. What's up? Guys, my voice is almost back to normal. It's still a tiny bit scratchy, but not that much. So, anyway, big shout out to the fans. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Yeah, I've pretty much been sleeping all day. And then I've got Thursday, Friday, and Saturday off. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do. But something will come up. It always does. So yeah. I thought about maybe going to see a movie or maybe a double feature. But we'll see. But I hope all you guys are doing well. Let me open up the chat here. Switch from top chat to live chat. Thank you for like number 1. Oh, thank you for like number 2. I appreciate that. You guys are always real fast with those likes. And I can't thank you guys enough. I'm making my coffee right now. Well, today's topics are the good times in Florida and the bad. Because everyone thinks just because you live in Florida, it's always good. No, there's been some bad times down here. So we're definitely going to get into that. Top 10 monsters in movie history. Top 10 monsters. And then top 10 slasher killers in film history. That's going to be hard because there's a lot of them. But fears shall do my best. But anyway, I hope everyone's doing great. I hope everyone's doing awesome. And then at the tail end of this live stream, I've got some news. I don't know if it's good news, but I feel like I have to say something. But I'm going to save it for the very end because it is quite disturbing. It's quite disturbing. And, I don't want to... you know how I don't like to talk down on people. But in this instance, I feel like you guys won't mind if I talk down on someone because what this guy has done is pretty much unforgivable. And it's disgusting and sick and just vile. And I heard that he was talking about me, and I heard from a source of mine that I will remain nameless that he was talking about other people. So I'm going to save that for the very end. I can hear my coffee almost done, so I'll probably pour myself a glass and then we'll get right on it. But the chat is open. Feel free to chat away. And yeah, I've been running out of topics to talk about, so if you guys have got anything that you want to talk about during this live, you let me know. But yeah, it should be a pretty good live. But yeah. All right. I'm going to go grab some coffee because I just heard it stop brewing. So I'm going to put on some music and get my coffee. got my coffee. I'm ready to rock and roll. So this is the same coffee that I had like a couple of days ago. It's got a very, 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 very strong taste to it, but it's good. By the way, new t-shirt, Stormtroopers. I think this is the shirt that I'm going to wear to the next convention, because the next convention, my buddy Jeff just released it on his Instagram, and I believe on his Instagram and on his Florida Toy Show page, that the next convention is going to be a Star Wars / G.I. Joe convention. So I'm really excited. I'll be honest, G.I. Joes, I mean, they're all right. They're okay. I used to play with G.I. Joes when I was a kid, but I played with more Star Wars stuff, if I'm being completely honest. Plus, I like Star Wars just a little bit better than G.I. Joes. But, you know, G.I. Joes, they're all right. They're okay. Are they the best toy in the world? Not really, but they're all right. Anyway, so look forward to that convention coming up, guys. Look forward to my review on that. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it's been a pretty good day. Just pretty chill. You know, just I had a couple of naps. I wasn't feeling good this morning. This morning I threw up not once, not twice, but 3 times. So, I don't know what was going on this morning, but I threw up 3 times this morning. I feel fine now. Anyway, I did go out and about today, and I got a mini haul. So, I'll show you guys what I got. So, number 1, bam, SWAT. I guess it's an old, like, 70s, 80s, like, television show. I've never heard of it. It's SWAT, Special Weapons and Tactics, the complete series. So I've never heard of this, but I read the back and I was like, it's definitely worth a watch. So it says relive the intense showdowns. Relive the intense showdowns and standoffs as the infamous black van rolls the mean streets of LA to deliver justice the hard way. Fueled by its signature hit theme song, SWAT chronicled the covert missions of the LAPD Special Weapon and Task Force Unit, an elite 5-man group tackling situations too dangerous for even the police to handle. So, I have never heard of it, but I googled it. I googled it and I did some research on it, and apparently it was a really good TV show. But it only had a couple of seasons, and from all my information that I found online, as good as it was too expensive to do the show because they had tons of police cars and fire trucks, and it was just too expensive of a show to keep doing, you know, season after season after season. And but the seasons that it did have, I watched one of them on YouTube last night before I went into work, and it looked really good. So if you pull up SWAT, it was like kind of a drama action adventure show. I'll read you what it said on Wikipedia. So it says, and they did make a remake. So in 2017, they remade the 1975 series. So this was made in 1975, and they remade it in 2017. But the original premise of it was that, like kind of like what the back said, it was a SWAT elite force unit that like when like terrorists were involved or stuff like that, it was just too intense that they would bring it in. You know what I'm saying? So I thought, you know, why not? I'll give it a go. because I'm all up for watching new television series, and I had never heard of this one. So if you guys have heard of it, please write in the chat if you guys have heard of it or seen it. So I'm gonna read you what Wikipedia said. SWAT 1975. That's when it came out. And here we go. It says SWAT is an American action crime drama television series about the adventures of special weapons and tactics, a team operating in an unidentified Californian city. So basically it's a made up California city that they work in for the television series. Although filming was done in and around Los Angeles, a spin-off of the Rookies, the series aired for 2 seasons, so it only lasted 2 seasons, on ABC from 1975 to 1976. And the reason why it only lasted 2 seasons, as good as a television show it was too expensive to make more seasons due to all the explosions that were in the film, all the vehicles that had been rented. And then Wikipedia says, at its heart, it was a good premise, but back in the 70s, they didn't have enough manpower to keep up the series. So, but it says the series is known for intense drama, intense battles, explosions, the legendary theme song composed by Barry D. Zorin, which became a #1 hit single in 1976. So I'm actually looking forward to watching this, even though it only had two seasons. But it sounds like they just... I would think it's more like a mini-series. That to me, I think they were trying to make more seasons, but I guess they turned it into a mini-series because it was, to make the show, it was just so expensive. That's what I got out of it, guys. That's what I got out of the research I did earlier today. But 2 seasons. I just bought this today, so I think after I finish MASH 4077, which I'm almost done with, I'm on the 10th season, so I'm going to try to finish the 10th season tonight and maybe watch the 11th season tomorrow or sometime this weekend. I think whenever I get done with that, then I'll watch the 2 seasons of this, because it's only 2 seasons, so we'll see. But I've never heard of it until I saw it in the store today. So, and on the back it says, when people are in trouble, they call the police. When the police are in trouble, they call the SWAT team. And SWAT stands for, I didn't even know what SWAT standed for until now. It's Special Weapons and Tactics. So, yeah. So it should be a good watch. Like I said, if you guys have ever seen this, please write it in the chat and let me know. But it stars Steve Foster, Robert Urch, Rod Perry, Mark Shearer, and James Coleman. I know a few of those guys from the 70s and 80s, but I don't know them all. But it looks like a pretty good watch. So I'm actually looking forward to watching this, and it seems like it was like an action, adventure, crime-busting drama series. Kind of like, this kind of reminds me of like Airwolf a little bit, or like Chips. I think they were trying to do like a spin-off of Chips, which I've seen bits and pieces of Chips, but I haven't seen it all the way through. So, and it was only $10, so I thought, you know what, I'll get it. But I got the complete series, so why not? Why not give it a go? All right, and then here's the last thing that I got. So very little haul today. I only got 2 things. So I got yet another Halloween shirt. So here we are. Oh, yeah. Oh, hang on. Oh, I have it upside down. Hang on. There we are. Very simple Halloween shirt. I can't wait to wear it. So, already I'm getting all my Halloween gear for this for this Halloween. So, I'm almost there. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to bust out my Halloween tree, bust out all my Halloween decorations, and we'll get a moseying on this. So, yeah. So, the only two things I got was the SWAT complete series, and sadly, a lot of these old television shows, you have to get them on DVD. As you guys know, I love Blu-ray. I love 4K. But some of these are so old that they didn't make them on Blu-ray or 4K. So whenever I find them on Blu-ray, I get them in Blu-ray. But whenever I find them where it's just DVD, so I don't even know if this is on Blu-ray. But for now, I'll watch on DVD. But I asked my one friend from work, because he's a little bit older. He's 46. And he goes, "Oh, yeah, Fierce." He goes, "I remember him." He goes, "I remember SWAT." I said, "Do you?" And he goes, "Fierce, I'm older than you." He goes, "I remember watching SWAT." I went, "Fair enough." And he goes, "You've never heard of it?" And I was like, "Never. Never until now that I bought it and own it." And he was like, "Fierce, I'm telling you," he goes, "you're going to love it." He goes, "It kind of sucks. It only has 2 seasons because it was such an expensive show to do, because there was always explosions going off, and they had to rent a bunch of police cars and fire trucks, because it was about the police, tactical, unit, the SWAT team." And I said, "Yeah," I said, "I did some research on it." I said, "Apparently they just couldn't make future seasons because they basically spent all of their money on the first 2 seasons." But he goes, "Oh, Fears," he goes, "but the show is great though." He goes, "They take down all these bad guys and terrorists and drug dealers." And I'm like, "Oh, well, that's good." I'm like, so I asked my friend, so I'm like, "So it's an enjoyable watch?" And he went, "Oh, yeah, Fears, it's enjoyable." He goes, "You'll like it." I went, "All right." I'm like, "Well," I don't judge something until I watch it. I said, "I'll give it a go." I said, "I'm either going to like it or I'm going to hate it." I said, "To each their own." I said, "I'll watch it. I'll have a go. So we'll see." So, yeah. Anyway, so that's what's going on. And then today's topics are the top 10 monsters, the top 10 slasher killers in movie history. And then I thought about everyone thinks because you live here, it's always good times in Florida, but there's been some bad times. But I will say this. There's been more good times than bad times. So, anyway, let me write Visions and let him know that I'm and please spread the word. Tell everybody that I'm live right now. Because I love when the entire community comes and watches, because I love hanging out with you guys. And I always try and do a show around 4 or 5 or 6. Then I know everyone is at home and they can watch and they can contribute and stuff like that. So anyway, give me 1 second. I'm gonna write and let him know that I'm live. He did tell me that he had an appointment. He said, "I have an appointment right at that time, but I should be free shortly after." So that's cool, Visions. Get here whenever you can get here. So, yo, I am live now. So whenever you're done with your appointment, come and hang out. There we are. All right. There we go. Anyway, I hope, like I said, I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing awesome. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. All right, so let's start. Let's start with. I'm gonna dig in and let's start with the top 10 monsters. In film history. Now, there's a lot, but to bury it down to the top 10, this is gonna be hard. So I will do my very best. Now, some of this is going to be easy because you have the traditional, like, number 1 would be Frankenstein. Number 2, the Wolfman. The Creature from the Black Lagoon. Swamp Thing. The Invisible Man. Bride of Frankenstein. Dracula. The Mummy. I need 2 more. Hang on. Phantom of the Opera. Oh, I need 1 more. Phantom of the Opera, and probably Give me a monster, guys. Give me a monster. I need one for the top 10. I had 9. I had 9 in my brain, but 10. Let's see what else. What else? I've named all the classics. You know, Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, The Mummy, Dracula, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Wolfman, Swamp Thing, Phantom of the Opera. I need one more. Yo, Kate, what's up? Kate waves hello. Well, big shout out to Kate. Kate, I'm having trouble doing the top 10 monsters. Like, I did all the classic ones. So we've got Wolfman. So Wolfman, The Invisible Man, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Dracula, Swamp Thing, Bride of Frankenstein, The Phantom of the Opera, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I need 2 more. What am I missing? Damn, this is going to be hard. Okay. Give me a second here. God, this one's hard. But I am up to the task. Kate says, I like Mike Lewinsky from Monsters, Inc. You know what, Kate? It's been a while since I've seen, Disney's Monster, Inc., so I don't know exactly who you're talking about. Now, I've seen the movie, but it's been a long time since I've seen Monsters, Inc. Let me try again. So, Wolfman, Creature from the Black Lagoon. Let's see. Wolfman, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Dracula. God, I'm trying to think of a top 10. This one's hard. Wolfman, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Dracula, The Mummy, Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, The Invisible Man, Phantom of the Opera. I guess a zombie could be a monster, so zombie. And then a ghost. I mean, because a ghost is kind of a monster. So yeah, Kate, I was trying to identify like the top 10 like movie monsters, That was hard. Yeah, that was hard. That's about as good as we're gonna get it, guys. Because that was hard. Because there's so many monsters in movies. Like there's paranormal monsters. There's like the universal like classic monsters. Like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and Dracula and the Wolfman, shit like that. So I was trying to pull from every movie, like the monster out of John Carpenter's The Thing, where it's like a space monster that can be like, and then. Alien. Alien is kind of a monster, like the creature from the Alien movies. It's definitely another life form, but it's like seeking on like killing everybody and getting revenge, and like basically it's killing its prey in the most horrible way possible. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of monsters out there. So man, that was hard. So yeah. All right. The top 10 slasher killers in film history. All right, here we go. I'm going to start with all the classics. Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Leatherface. All right, hang on. Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Leatherface, Freddy, the Leprechaun, Chucky, Pinhead, Ghostface. I need two more. Ghostface. I guess that Silent Night, Deadly Night guy that dressed up like Santa Claus because he killed a lot of people. And then what's gosh, I'm usually so good at these top 10. Let's see, a last one. What's another serial killer like slasher guy? Let's see here. I've done all the classic ones. Man, I'm trying to think. Let me look at my movies. That's a hard one. Yo, Visions, what's up? All right, Visions, I need help. I'm at 9. I need a 10th one. So, Visions, the only thing that you missed was we did the top 10 monsters. And then now we're doing the top 10 slasher killers, like in movies. And I can't think of a 10th one. So let me try again. Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Leatherface, Freddy, Pinhead, the Leprechaun, Chucky, that guy from Silent Night, Deadly Night, the guy that dresses up like Santa Claus. I just need two more. Ghostface. Visions. Have you got one last one? I cannot think of another one. I did all the classic ones, but I just can't think of what's another slasher killer from movies. I'm trying to think here, and I'm looking at my movies over here, but what's another one? I'm coming up short here. Let's see here. Zombies kill people, but they're not really serial slasher killers, There you go, Visions. That is a good one. Even though Patrick Bateman did not have sequels, American Psycho, Patrick Bateman, well, that one, Visions, it ends on kind of on a cliffhanger. Did he kill a lot of people, or was it all in his head? But at least in the movie, in his dream sequences or whatever, he kills a lot of people. So, you know what, Visions? I'm going to say that one counts. I'm telling you. Also, Visions, I picked up this new television series. I've never heard of this. This was the mini haul. I'm just going to show it because Visions missed it. Visions, have you ever heard of this? SWAT, the complete series. It's only got 2 seasons. It was from 1975 and 1976. I've never heard of it, but from what I read on the back cover, sounds like a pretty cool television series. Oh, it's a sequel thing. No, it's not a sequel thing. I'm just saying he didn't have sequels, Patrick Bateman. But you know what? I'm going to count that one, Visions, because I couldn't think of another one. But that actually, he did kill a lot of people in that movie. So I got that, and then I got this new Halloween shirt. Check this one out, Visions. This one's pretty Halloween-y. This is very to the point, Check that out. Oh, yeah. Nice. So I got the SWAT, and then I got this, and then I got the shirt today. So yeah. No, have you ever seen this, Visions? I've never heard of this until I saw it at the store, and I was like, okay, it's only 2 seasons. That's not bad. Oh, by the way, Visions, I know you love Star Wars. Dude, check it out. New Star Wars shirt. Hell yeah. I know you're a big fan of Star Wars, buddy. You guys know I love me some Star Trek and I love me some Star Wars. Hell yeah. Vision says, oh, that's sick, right? I know. Sick on both accounts. New sick Star Wars shirt and new, like, creepy, hilarious, like, jack-o'-lantern shirt. I'm definitely bringing this probably on the Lord Vision's trip, probably. You know? But yeah, I had never heard of SWAT, and I did some research on it though, buddy. The reason why it only had 2 seasons is they put all their money into it. Like, they had to rent like tons of police cars and firefighter rescue cars. Then there was all the explosions, and then they filmed all of it pretty much in LA. So they just couldn't keep up with the budget, and they're like, well, at least we had 2 epic, like, going nuts seasons instead of like 4 or 5 like shitty, crappy, seasons. I'm almost done with MASH. So I'm on the 10th season right now. Hopefully by the end of the weekend, I should be on the 11th season or done. As soon as I get done, I'm gonna review MASH and then put it on the shelf and then start either this or another one, all this monstrosity over here. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. And you know what? So far, I've definitely been enjoying MASH 4077. Now, some episodes were harder to watch, because it's dealing with people dying and war is never good, So yeah. Anyway, before I end the show, I've got to talk. I don't want to save this to the end because it's so bad when I heard about this. I just got to get it off my chest, and I don't think you guys will mind. So yesterday, as you guys all know, I got my very first super chat from Dasha. So I want to thank Dasha. So that's the good part about it. But here comes the bad. The good news is that was my very first super chat, and Dasha, I want to thank you so much. The bad part is that I heard from a very reliable source that Matt Man was talking major shit. So, I got curious, but you guys know that I don't watch his stuff anymore because who would? He is the most disgusting, evil fuck out of the entire community. We don't even want him in our community, right, Visions? The guy is fucking disgusting. He has, like, little kids on his show. He thinks about doing disgusting things to little kids. He's a pedophile. So, and Fears wants nothing to do with that. He's a sick fuck. So, a very reliable source said, well, Fears, I just want to let you know, he's like talking about you in his show. And I go, do you think I give a flying fuck about what he says? No. I give 0 fucks about what Matt Man thinks of me. And I said, I don't give 0 fucks about him, what he says. And then my very reliable source was like, well, Fierce, don't you just want to hear? He goes, aren't you curious? He goes, he was totally like trash talking that you got super chats and that you got monetized. And I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I don't really care, but I'm like, if you want to humor me, why don't you timestamp it? And I said, I'll listen to it. I said, I'm not watching the whole fucking thing. But I said, yeah, if you want to timestamp it. So he timestamped it, sent it to me. And it was a bunch of bullshit. Pretty much Visions and everybody else, what I got out of it, he was saying this like, oh man, I can't believe that fag got monetized. What the fuck are you doing, YouTube? I can't believe that shithead got monetized. And da-da-da-da-da-da. First of all, Matt, I'm not gay, but I have gay friends, so I'm sure my gay friends wouldn't like you calling me a faggot and using the word faggot. It's homosexual, you son of a bitch. So you can just stop that right there, because I do have gay friends, and that's just disgusting to call them that word. Faggot is a very, very, very bad word. Second of all, that seems like jealousy to me, Visions. Oh, I don't know why that fag would get monetized. Hey, guess what, Matt? It's called hard work. I do a stream a day. I make videos. I make good content. Maybe if you got off your ass and made some actual good content instead of like putting your finger up some kid's butt, maybe you would get monetized too. You're disgusting. You disgust me. You know? So don't you ever like criticize my hard work. And Matt, do you think I just got monetized, right away? No, it's been hard work from I created Fears Vlogs in 2015, and it took me from 2015 to just a few days ago to get monetized. So over